Yes. 84,300 for Bitcoin. Getting a little bit of a pump here. Critical times for BTC. Let's see what's happening. I like this little pump, and we'll see where we go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. This is your Saturday morning update for BTC. No days off here on this channel, 7 days a week. We wake up every single day bright and early to keep you going with the charts. Nice little pump to the upside. We're looking at this like a shoulder, head, right shoulder. Bit of a cup and handle here on the low. The bot has just bought the low here. Can the bot get out? It needs to get to 102 now to get out, but it has 2 safety orders to shoot. If we go lower, the bot will shoot those orders. So I have more in the bank. We have 7 safeties orders. We've done 5. So the bot still has 2 shots of firepower to keep its level back, depending on where we go. So it's not over yet, baby. It's not over yet. I don't know why a coin called SEX is here. I never actually went to that earlier today. It's kind of funny. I looked at Miria. It looked like it was going to bounce last night out this flag. They dipped it, ripped it, dipped it, and ripped it again. A bit strange to see that price action, but some coins are getting some love here today, which is weird, right? Some altcoins. So let's take a look at BTC. Let's look at the bigger picture here on CoinMarketCap. In the last hour, look, 00. I kept looking at this coin too, up 20%. I like this coin 00. It's been on my radar. Cake holding $2 is pretty strong if you think about the overall, all the time. Wow, Aerodrone back to 66. Gosh, haven't seen 66 in a long time for Aero. So coins are just getting demolished. Absolutely getting demolished. Altcoins. ICP story. Ondo, 46 cents. Man. And I'm so happy I sold off so many of my coins, man, between October. I just said enough is enough. And I decided to buy myself something that made me happy. So, again, it is what it is. There'll be more money coming in. There'll be more opportunity for people that believe in it. I know there's opportunity coming for me. So I'm not stressed. It's not the best, but I know I'm going to find a way out like I've always have in my life. So let's take a look at BTC. Nice little pump here for Bitcoin. I told you, remember I longed the S&P and Bitcoin yesterday? The Bitcoin longs it back at kind of break even. The S&P long was up $400 or $500 at one point. Came down 200 at the end of the day. And I longed this tweezer bottom. I wanted to see if the daily candle would close green today and make a tweezer bottom. So far, no good. It's already, you got to kind of come up. You got to come back to the upside. You got to make a wick. These candles have to match. That's already bearish to me. I'm already not getting the move. But today, I saw an inverted head and shoulder on the small time frame, and that thing got lit. Bitcoin just ripped to the upside all the way to 84,700. A massive little short squeeze. Not massive, but a nice little short squeeze here on the morning for Bitcoin. So right when I show up, there's a pump. You don't think that's funny? Every time I hit the candles start to move. Anyway, let's do our top-down analysis for BTC. Let's break it down like we do every single day. Let's have some fun. And let's show you what the charts are conveying to us all. So we looked at this flag. Remember yesterday I said watch the 5-minute time frame. Make sure it doesn't lose the 200 moving average. And it did. It just kind of did. Hung out with it. Just got back above it. But it's dwindling. 15-minute didn't get back above the 202. So we needed to get back above the 15. We couldn't lose the 5-minute. We did one of those two. We lost the 5-minute, and we did not get back above the 15. So now you can see this kind of looks like a bear flag that wants to head lower, right? Somewhere to $75,000. So it's looking to me, the trend's not your friend if you're bullish, but the trend is your friend if you're a trader. So the trend is to the downside right now. It's likely that we are going further to the downside. That's just kind of what, but we'll talk about it. Let's take a look at our top-down analysis. Let's gain as much data as we can and go from there. Shout out to everybody out there that supports and loves me. I appreciate it. And even if you hate on me and you're doing the wrong thing and you're soliciting and you're doing crazy stuff, you know what? I guess you're lost in life and you don't have the right compass. So sorry for the people that are off morally. I feel bad for them because I know that their energy is being usurped by the devil. And that's not a good place to be. But hey, we are what we are, right? You never know the day you're going to die. So you stay in God's hands because tomorrow could be my last day. I don't know that. I hope it's not, but it could be. So I stay doing the right thing because I believe in judgment and I believe that the good things will come to good people, man. So look, is there a chance that we could bounce here off this strange upper trend line, make like a right shoulder and then take a dump? Could there be a relief rally? This is the only thing I'm seeing, and I'm not saying it's even bullish. I'm saying it could end up being a right shoulder, but at least we could trade this move here to the upside. So I'm speculating on a possible bounce. 2 months of dumpage, usually there's some type of bounce, right? Look, 2 months of dumpage, bounce. 3 months of dumpage, 3 months of dumpage, but 3 months. It really, Bitcoin only dumps for 2 to 3 months. Look, in its lifetime, there's 1, 2, 3 months it came back up. There's 1, 2, 3 months it at least had a relief rally with another 3 months down. But look, you only have to really go through 6 months of pain for Bitcoin. Think about it. It's not that bad. There's always a relief rally, right? This one was actually pretty bad. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months of pain. There was a little relief here or there, and then we actually caught a bottom, and then we got the lowest prices ever, right? And then we could see, remember when the 21 is away from the 200? I said it on the 2-week chart on the weekly. So look, once a year, the stochastics RSI has a cross. And right now, we're waiting on a bullish cross of the stochastics RSI, right? We're waiting on this to come up and then cross that line like it did there in April of 2025, like it did there in September 2024, like it did there in October of 2023, right? So when the 2-week chart makes that cross, I'm telling you, that's going to be a significant cross there on the stochastics RSI. Once a year, you get that cross on the 2-week chart. RSI also never goes too low. Like the lowest I've seen it is at 37, and it's already sitting at 42. Just on the bigger time frame on the 2-week chart, right? On the weekly, we have come to the dotted line, but in a bear market, like at the end. And look, we're closer. This is the same thing. We're closer to the sell zone of the bear market. You see, it took a lot of sell pressure to get this to happen. So in my mind, like, I just see that 69, 67,000, it looks like it would have to be a bit of a bounce area. Again, I could be wrong, but I mean, let's just be honest. Like, nothing goes straight down. Nothing goes straight up. There's always a relief rally, even in a bear, even if we're overall bearish, and we're going to go completely further to the downside. So the weekly is still kind of in this chomp, and you can see there's weekly support right there. We can bring that up to about 77,940. So there's weekly support right there, right? And again, this idea that we're in this like upper channel, it's kind of, I'm just throwing it out there. To me, it's highly unlikely, but it's worth looking at. So then that's a higher low. You know, technically you have a hidden bullish divergence right now, which you're hugging on. And then if we pull the Fibonacci, it's like a 786. Is it an 886? It's like an 886 retracement from this impulse. Right? If you want to go down here to that impulse, fine. It's, you know, you're very close to the 618. And maybe you could wick down to 65,000. I'm open-minded we could see 60K. I'm open-minded for all this. Right? Yeah. Live, it's impossible to turn your mic volume. No, it's the highest it's ever been. It's you. Turn your volume up. Yeah, the volume is exactly where it's always been. Yeah. I haven't changed anything. I'm just not screaming at you this time. You know, there you go. So, yeah, usually in the morning, Monday morning, it's a different story. It's a Saturday morning, man. You know what I mean? It's not Monday. Like, Monday, we're opening up the market. We're ready to rock. It's like bang, bang, bang. It's Saturday, man. We're watching the market. It's a nice, calm day. Take a deep breath. Yeah. You say, here I'm fine, but compared to everything else is low. Just bring down the music is more what you're asking for. Yeah. I'm going to buy me a big belt buckle after this. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Stop yelling. I know, right? Don't yell at me. I'm sensitive. Don't hurt my feelings. My mommy never yelled at me. So look, can we look here at the 5-day chart? You got to get a tweezer bottom. Like you can't just close a candle, open the next one, and this got to come up so we can get tweezer bottoms, man. Wow, 3-day chart below the 200 moving average suggests that you will go to the 4-day, and you got pretty dang close to it. See how the succession of the 200 moving average works? And like I told you, I don't see a crazy dump. We either can make a bear flag on the daily, which continues lower, and we go all the way down to 62,000, right? You see? Or we get a V-shaped recovery and we make an inverted head and shoulder. There's two scenarios here, like, or we just continue to dump. Continuing to dump is very unlikely. I've never seen that. Like, it's like 1 out of 1,000. It's very likely we're going to consolidate into a bear flag and dump or make a V-shaped recovery. These are your two scenarios. So, like, that's why it's worth kind of getting in right now, because you could get in and then you might just kind of do this. And then you might just have to get out with a quick, like a small win. So that's why I long the 12-hour time frame. I'm going to show you the long that I took, and we'll go from there, right? The dip that has messed me up, alt's been dipping for 2 years. I know, yeah. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. So look, we're looking at this. The volume is not low. It's the exact same volume it always has been. There's no change. Anyone saying that has no idea what they're talking about, doesn't watch my show, and it's a bit ridiculous. I actually have it right here. I'll press play, and I'll tell you, I can show you, right? Look. Look. The succession of the 200 moving average works. And like I told you, that's loud, man. I don't know what to say. Anyway, have fun. Do what you got to do. Turn your volume up. Do whatever you got to do, all right? But it ain't me, baby. It ain't me, all right? For me, love loss savings, for me, it doesn't matter anymore. I can't hold and hope it recovers one day. Hey, there you go. These deaf people need some hearing aids. They're just messing with me. It's probably someone who, like, you don't understand. There's always someone trying to mess with us. So we're watching for this daily that could likely dump, or you're looking for the inverted head and shoulder. It's very simple. These are your two roads. There's your road to recovery. This is your road further down. The 21 will come into play. You'll touch it. Either you're going to pump up to the 21 or you're going to come down. The 21's coming down to price. All right? So there you go. That's kind of what I see happening for Bitcoin. It's either going to make a bear flag or it's reshape recovering. And already, you know, who knows? Right? I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to watch price action and I'm going to trade whatever I see. If this turns into a flag and then 21 touches, that's the next bear flag to the downside, just like this one. This is a perfect bear flag. It was the 21 touching above the 200. That's the signal in which I teach. With front running the golden cross. In right there, you're still in that short. Insanity, right? So, %99 of short-term holders in the negative. They are getting scared out. I think there's a bit more dumping until these people get eaten up. The sellers are done, and we rip back up. Yeah, Bitcoin's got to be a 5-year hold, or you're just not going to be in it for long enough. Look at this move here. Nice little pump on MEXC. I'm just watching MEXC. That's my signal right there. And I actually would have taken that in a second if I wasn't doing my top down. Bang, if I was home alone right now and I was not a streamer, that's me. I mean, look at that. The 21 above the 200, above the smooth moving average. That's a nice pump to the upside. That looks like we're headed up to $85,000 BTC. That's a nice scalp right there on a Saturday morning. I know we're at resistance right now, but that's likely to pump. That's the 21 above the 200. This is my signal. That was my signal right here. You made a flag above the 200. And see, when you're above the smooth moving average too as well. And remember, all day yesterday, I gave you guys this idea. We were kind of going over the fact that this was inside of a bit of a flag. And it was likely, you know, it could take a move to the upside. We were watching this flag. So look, it looks like we could head up to about $85,000 BTC. Another cool thing is this was deep red. There was a lot more red down here. All the way down to like, oh, there it is. Okay, I was about to say. So they still want us lower. They want $75,000 BTC. That's where most of the longs could get liquidated. So that's usually where we go. BOOKMAP suggesting we do get down to 77.5 to 72.5, somewhere between 72.5 and $75,000 Bitcoin. So there's still liquidity to the downside, sad to say. My first round of hell for Bitcoin 1 month before a pump. It felt like so long. You're funny. Bitcoin Cash is quietly pumping to the moon. Interesting. Volume on the daily chart tells a story. Whole run was low volume. Yeah. Meme, but not a meme. You'll see. Interesting. Got hidden bullish divvy to wet. You're funny. Did you sell C phrases through? What the heck are you talking about? You sound like a strange person. Anyway, so that's kind of what we're seeing here for Bitcoin. All right. This pump to the upside, I like, you know, and let me I'm going to go back into my top down. So the daily, you got to close a green candle next to a red one. This has to turn into a wick. This candle has to come up. We have to eat. It has to be a green candle today. Otherwise, you're likely going to make the flag, the bear flag. Almost important, but it's looked like we're struggling at 84.5. 22-hour time frame, and see, this is what I longed. I longed right down here. What's the long? I thought I longed there. I guess I longed there, but I longed the tweezer bottom, right? Put my stop loss below the wick to see where we could go, and apparently there could be a V-shaped recovery here. We'll see what happens, but it's dwindling already. It's kind of struggling as much, you know. 8-hour time frame, and you can see, can this be an inverted head and shoulder? 4-hour time frame, you know, it's almost like a shoulder head right there, but there's a cup and handle here, and I'll show you it on the 1 hour. So here's the 1 hour, and all day we were dumping, and it actually looked like we could dump lower, but we held this pretty nicely. You can see this kind of is a cup with a handle here to the upside. Not amazing. So here's the deal. Most likely the bears are in control, and we chop around. We fill out the bear flag, the daily dumps. But if the bulls have some type of miraculous energy in them, we'll get this push to the upside. We could possibly get above that resistance there at 88,000 and use that as support. Once we use 88 as support, we can go to these high volume nodes here and reclaim 95,000. So it's all, you know, And again, it's the weekend, low volume. I wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of mill around and we don't get much information here. So the odds are you're going to go lower. That's it, right? The bulls have to do something miraculous and break 88K. Otherwise, we go lower. If you don't see us above 88K, if a daily candle, 4-hour candle isn't above 88,000, it's unlikely we are going further to the upside. It's more likely we're making that bear flag I showed you on the daily. So the daily's either making the bear flag or we're making an inverted head and shoulder. And there you go, right? I'm open-minded to both. If we do get the V-shaped recovery, I'll have that long open, and I'll be like, hey, we caught the bottom, right? Boom, boom, boom. If not, I'll get stopped out, and I'll actually have a hedge on the short when the 21 touches. Actually, it looks like I'll win the trade regardless, because even if the short happens, it looks like price will go slowly up. So when the 21 hits on the daily, I could bail on the long. Looks like I might actually be in profit either way. So that's why I like taking the long here. I think there's a, even if I'm wrong on the overall bigger move, there's a chance I win the trade. So we go from there. Will you have Thanksgiving special for your classes? I'm kind of crunched out on money. We give all sorts of stuff. Yeah. What's your thoughts on super accelerated bear? Only 2 weeks to go straight to the bottom of the weekly Gaussian. We enter the 2-week Gaussian dropping from 80 to 50K in December. It consolidate a bottom. It does look like we could see a bottom pretty fast. I'm with you on that. I don't know. Yeah, because we moved so quickly from 126 to 80K, it's kind of like, whoa. Like, how did Bitcoin go down $46,000 in like a heartbeat after it took so long? That's what I always bugs me out. You take months to get somewhere. It takes weeks to erase it. I was up 900 on Dogecoin back in November 2020. Didn't sell. 900 grand. Wow, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Hodl spot. Don't gamble, somebody says. Hey, sports betting definitely took liquidity from the altcoins. A lot of people did start sports betting. It's interesting. Before it was just altcoins. I would not bet on sports. I think it's the worst thing you could be doing. You'll never see me solicit sports betting. I'm not into it. To me, it's not trading. I'm a scientific guy. I like mathematics and trading. Betting on sports doesn't do it for me. I'm not that guy. I see a lot of people in trading that think it's the same thing. To me, no. Two different things. I am a mentor that helps people understand math and basically, probabilities so they can find their way to educate themselves. But that's, Yeah. Do you sell large quantities of crypto wallets? Stop. Get out of here, man. Please leave the chat. Like, you're whack. Such a weirdo, bro. So many strange people in this world, man. I don't understand. I never understand someone who tries to harass or hurt other people, man. Like, yeah. Anyway, so that's your update for BTC. Really not much to talk about, right? Nice little pump. 15-minute will have to get above the 200. Otherwise, you're in the doldrums. At the end of the day, you could be just making this symmetrical triangle that wants to break to the downside too as well. Remember, I'm overly bearish. I am more bearish than bullish. But why did you open up a long, Sam? Because you never know, and the risk was low. Whenever I'm near a key area, like a tweezer bottom or something like that, it's to me, it's a smart move because I don't have to win every one of those trades. I only have to win 3 out of 10 of them. And if I hit that area more than once, over and over again, there's a good chance I do win 3 out of 10. So that's why retail went to sports and online, yeah. Any book recommendation? I like Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and we talk about it all the time in the group, and that's what you really want. Yeah. What happened to the 1 hour short from yesterday? The 1 hour short from yesterday? No. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. This is where you make money. Exactly. Yeah. The 1 hour short from yesterday? I lost 3 trades yesterday for like 80, 70, and $100. I don't know. Yeah. Friday, I don't trade Fridays much anyway. I went a bear market. Does it mean the pi cycle and the rainbow chart are not relevant anymore? I would see, what do you think about the price of eggs in China? I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea. Hello from England. Stop this, man. There's a crypto trading. Yeah. Sports betting is literally math and probability. Sure it is. Sure. God bless you, brother. It's fixed, brother. They tell the guy to stop catching somebody. They control it. It's not. If you think it's probability, you're ridiculous. If you're not in the mafia fixing the game, then you shouldn't be sports betting. If you're not in the Genovese crime family, if you're not in one of the 4, the main families in New York, and which still run sports betting to this day, as you could see, just came out with the feds and everything, you're getting clowned, man. Right? Trading in the Zone, such a good book. Haven't finished it yet, though. You got to get in there. Yeah. Let's start our move to the upside. So anything could happen today. I'm open-minded. The first thing you have to see is this 7-minute breaks above the 200 moving average and stays above it. So for us to do anything bullish, you got to stay above this 200 moving average. The 21 has to come and the 7-minute has to flag out. Otherwise, it's just going to get tight inside this little channel. And like what you can see here is you'll get tight in here, then, comes down. I would expect chop on a low volume Saturday. And, chop or a break to the downside. Like, you got to be always ready for a dump because the price action is more dumpy than, it's in a downtrend. So that's my update for BTC. It took me years to be profitable, just like you trading. Yeah. It took me many, many, many times. And in the end, you could still lose profitability overnight if you do something stupid. You could get emotional and make one bad move that destroys everything. So it's really more about amazing. Yeah. Sounds nasty. Exactly. English Premier League football is not fixed. Sure it isn't. Took me years to be profitable, just like you trading. Exactly. Yeah. I hope one day I actually made money on crypto. So far, at the end of the day, I've only lost money. I've only done crypto since 2021. I'll be a Bitcoin master for the future. Yeah, you guys saw me go heavy on Bitcoin this rally. I had my altcoins, but it was Bitcoin. 15K, 20K, 50K, right? So, Lifer, it looks like the DXY did the same thing in 2008 by rising into the Gaussian channel and Bitcoin exiting the Gaussian. Every time the DXY enters, it usually goes through the upside and Bitcoin exits below. Amen. We're in the 99 to learn, folks. Pay attention to our man. Shout out to Rave Song Records. I love you, bro. I'm mentally drained and need a vacation. Hey, that's how it feels every single day in trading. Eventually, you'll get used to it. Bitcoin seems to move 3,000 moves on the daily, which is awesome. The volatility is great, right? Can you have a gander at the 11 hour? No, I'm all set. Yeah. Sir, you're using, oh gosh. Yes, I believe you showed a 1 hour bear flag, but it's possible you never took the trade, just showed it. No, I think I did take the trade. Let's see. I mean, I know I lost 3 trades yesterday in a row. Very small, because I don't like trading on Friday. It's the worst. I've lost. The liquidity is just very, very tough. You know what I mean? So it's always like, why trade on Fridays? It's pointless. When you have better days to trade, why force back whack days? I was talking about that the other day. The longer you've been a trader, the more selective you'll be about the days you trade. You're just not going to have to deal with it. Right? You're like, well, I did this on that day. Why would I do? You know what I mean? Yep. It's like, it's kind of like you only go for it on 4th down. If it's got to be right. You don't go for it every time. Like, there's got to be a reason for it. There's got to be a move. So let's take a look. Is altcoin season still possible? I'm open-minded that anything is possible, but you never know. Yes, I did take a short. You're right. I lost $120 on the short. Yeah. Look, the most transparent guy on YouTube, man. I don't mind. I don't have to hide my losses. I don't care. It's a great P&L. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is still $2,000 in wins, and that's like 1, 2, 3. That's like under $400 in losses. You know what I mean? I did ruin the P&L there chasing yesterday on the small time frames. That's why I don't trade Fridays. I told myself, why am I doing this? So yeah, you're spot on. I did do that. Yeah. Weekly Stokes on the RSI could save the bull. Only WE's fixed it. You can bet on that here in UK. You're funny. Nobody knows if it's alt season will ever hit. But if you think so, buy some blue chips while they're down. Seems easy. Hey, it's up to the person. I'm 90% working and took profits in October since I was in a great spot. Amazing. And there you go. So everything is hunky-dory for Rave Song Records. He's got no problems. I'm holding alt bag still. You got to be prepared for anything. Could rebound in December or wait a few years or go straight to zero. Yeah. Put that salt on yourself. Yeah. I know nothing, sir. I'll let the charts tell me. Yeah. Or pay me, remind me. Oh, you're funny. Anyway, so that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. Bitcoin's in a bit of a bull flag here on the 1 minute time frame, actually. Funny, it's not letting me move that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just looking at this on weeks, it almost looks tradable right now, right? I mean, that looks interesting. It is, it's Saturday morning, so, but that's my model right there. That should make me money right there. 90% of the time, I love this trade right here. The 21 touching above the 200. Very simple. People are going to show you 1,000 indicators. They're going to try to sell you their indicator. They're going to do so much. And one day I may have an indicator. When I get old and I'm not here anymore to kind of show what I'm doing all the time, I'll leave the world with my sauce. But right now I'm here, and I can put in the work and the effort, so I'm here for you. And we're going to do this, Again, when you start trading, trade small. 85, 522 would be the target. Your stop loss would have to be below the 200 moving average, in my humble opinion. So it's kind of not a 3-to-1. Let's take a look. Every trade I take is a 3-to-1. That's why being at the bottom of the pattern would have been necessary there. Looks like I wouldn't have been able to. 2.5 risk to reward ratio. You'd have to go up a little more in the target to kind of just to 85.7 though, which ain't bad. But look, it could make a shoulder, head, right shoulder. You got to be constantly thinking, constantly building, constantly moving. Nothing is set in stone. You're in a universe that's moving all the time. And you think you can solidify something for what it is for that moment? No, you got to be ready to move. You got to be clay. You got to be ready to position yourself at any moment in time. You got to pivot. The guy who can pivot makes the most money in every industry. Remember that. It's not the guy who can stand still. You got to be able to pivot. You got to be able to move. You can't stand still. And again, most people don't realize how quick an entrepreneur has to think. Entrepreneurs are making decisions every day that change the whole business. Tomorrow, I'll do something that'll change the business, right? Well, the next big frame to use besides the 1 minute. 1 minute is a bit fast, so maybe use the 3 minute. Thank you. It's up to you. Thanks for being here on a Saturday. Every day, baby. No days off. Yeah. Exactly. This guy says, I've been to 13 consecutive streams. No volume changes have taken place. It's not on his end. 100%. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I'm just not listening to it anymore. It's a waste of time. Yeah. Sun orbits the galaxy. Isn't that amazing? Interesting. I hold Bitcoin and Solana only now. I'm mostly in stable coins. Would you wait for lower prices to start buying more coins? 100% I would. I'm heavy and stable as well. I'm sitting on cash, waiting, a couple $100,000 of cash, just waiting for a possible opportunity. And if not, I'll put it in real estate and wait. I'll put it in something less risky, and then I'll wait. And then when more cash flow comes in, I'll be more risky again. I don't have to be, so risk adverse every single time. I already did that. When you've been in risky assets for like 5 to 10 years of your life, and then you actually make it, it's time to kind of stop being so risky, Other people, I guess, don't get that, and that's why they go all the way back to zero. Once I made it, I'm not going to go backwards. That's not the plan, right? So I'd like to enter the bottom of this trend line. It would be a good idea, but it kind of looks head and shouldery. So 85, the target would have to be 86,000, you see? Really 86,004, and the stop loss would have to be, below the 200 for me. 83, where is that? 83,953. Likely not going to trade this. It's the weekend. The weekend stinks. The odds of me winning this trade are very low. They could easily stop hunt me, break the 200, bring it back up. It is the model, though. So what I do is I might do the model for fun. My old ways, like 100, risk $125 for $400, right? Imagine if I made $400 while I was on the beach today. Today's a beach day, hanging out with the family, taking the kids out, having a blast. So, look, I made the trade just because it is my signal, but I don't know. I don't love it. And I know better. I probably should just leave it alone. One day I'll never trade at all on the weekend. Gracias to Sam. Shout out to Crypto Antonio. More pain coming to the downside. Yeah. Then the good old Sunday dump. Can anybody see the top of the range? I agree. 85.5. Everyone will short. Hey, you never know. You never know. I don't know whatever. You guys talk in affirmations like you know what's going to happen. I think that's just detrimental to all of us. We don't know what's going to happen. We always got a Sunday pump. We don't always get a Sunday pump. No, see, none of this is true. We might get a Sunday pump, and you know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance. We don't know what's going to happen, friends. We just don't. All right? We really just don't. This is weird. I do see something kind of strange there. Anyway, does live streaming affect your trading habits, like taking more trades? We could assess that. I definitely think being a streamer is different than being a regular person. Yeah. Hope you recover from the missing Lambo hat. How did you know I lost my Lambo? I don't have a missing. What? So weird. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Shorts get. I did lose a hat yesterday, but I didn't tell anybody. That's weird. I lost a hat yesterday. I told nobody. Even the person I was with didn't realize I lost it. Like we were on a fishing boat and my hat blew off. But it was a Bitcoin hat from Bitwise. It wasn't a Lambo hat. Yeah. Life are going to be finally a maxi after this cycle. I've always been, I'll never be a full-blown maxi. No. Just too much opportunity. Right? I'm short from 84764. You got me worried. It's the weekend. I should know better. I learned a lot from you. Thank you for all your hard work on dedication. hey, man, anything could happen. You're probably going to win the trade. Just take a deep breath. Who knows, right? I don't know. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, right? I'm saving for my vertical farm. Someone said, why Lambo? Because I'm rich enough to have a vertical farm and a Lambo. That's why. I can have it all, man. Yeah, I live in abundance, brother. God has blessed me with so much, it's insane. I don't have to stress. I don't have to pick and choose what I buy. You know, I could buy a helicopter. I could buy a boat. I could buy whatever I choose. Okay? And you can too. You're in a simulation world where you can basically make as much money as you desire, man. There's no lack. We are in an abundance universe. Anyone who thinks you lack something, that's up to you. You could really go anywhere you want, do anything you want, and push yourselves as far as you want. Like, you live in the biggest house, the smallest house, it's all up to you, right? Someone's going to find a Bitcoin hat on the beach. I know, right? Can we check Zcash, right? Instead of trying to guess what's going to happen, we see the probabilities, make decisions, we put a stop loss, so we lose, we wait. And repeat. But maybe, exactly, you're spot on, man. Yeah. Yeah, stop stressing other people. Don't stress someone else's Lamborghini. Don't stress anyone else, man. Just live your life. Go after what you're choosing. Go after what you dream of. You know, do you think I sit there and stress someone else's Lamborghini? No. Do I sit there? No. I've watched other people, and it's interesting. For sure. It's a beautiful car. It's a fun experience. It's something it's amazing. It's engineering at its highest point. Like, if you're into science and math, man, that car is amazing. Right? Good morning. I came late, and honestly, man, my mom and dad died recently. I really don't care about material things. I really don't. Like, I would do anything to spend 1 hour with my mother. Like, I lost my mother while she spoke to me on Thanksgiving. My heart was ripped out of my chest, you know? And just in a week now, it'll be 2 years that my mother died. Like, my dad died 7 months before. As his heart exploded, he had a cardiac arrest. Like, watching my parents die ripped out any want of material and things in my life. Like, I could stare at a Lambo and it does nothing for me. It doesn't bring my mother back. It doesn't bring my father back. It doesn't make me, it's a piece of metal, man. It's an investment. It's something to put money into, better than all coins that we're dumping. You know what I mean? Everyone's attacking people so much lately, they don't even understand them. Before you attack someone, maybe find out who they are a little bit. Find out what they do. Find out what makes them tick. Don't just look at a picture or an idea and think that's who they are. You know what I mean? You have no idea. You have no idea. You know, so a lot of people see me blow up, see me get to 100K. They saw the money in my life, and they started, like, making assumptions of who I was, man. And they just have no idea, right? And I get misunderstood every single day now. But I guess that's my cross to bear, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, but it is what it is, right? It's funny when people get jealous of you, when people get upset with your success, you ask yourself, you're like, I didn't know I was going to get successful. Like, when I started my YouTube channel, there's no one sitting there saying, Sam, you're definitely going to make it. Everyone's going to love you, and you're going to become one of the best analysts on YouTube. Like, no one told me that. I didn't know that was going to happen. I had a lot of guts. I had a lot of balls to do what I did, to go live when I started to go live, to call Bitcoin at 6,000 to 20K. A lot of balls, you know, and I stuck to what I believed in. Excuse my language, but sometimes I tell it how it is. And so I put myself out there every single day, no matter what happened, no matter what was wrong in my life. I hit these charts. There was days I didn't feel good. There was days I was depressed. There was days I cried myself to sleep that night and in the morning because of my parents. And I was in so much pain. But you know, I slapped that water on my face. I wiped my eyes and I showed up on this stream. And so you could say whatever you want about me. But what you're going to know about me and about the lifers is that we're the most consistent group of people on all of the internet. There's other consistent groups, but they've taken days off, man. We don't stop. I don't stop. It's every single day. The people that are going to win in this market are the people that are going to continue to push. If you let your emotions get to you, if you look at all your losses and let them swallow you up, you'll never make it. You got to cut them off. You got to work on it, and you got to keep pushing. This isn't for the faint of heart. Crypto is not for everybody, man. It's for the people that want it more than everybody else, right? So I just want to push you guys to remember that I have not changed one bit just because I've gotten, think good things have happened to me. I've got a little bit of change in my pocket. That has not done a thing to me. I'm still exactly who I always am. I'm just a guy who likes to invest in different things. Like if I buy a Salvador Dali painting, are you going to call me? You know what I mean? It's not an altcoin, right? I like paintings. I like things. You got to put your money in other places. You can't leave it in fiat. All right? Someone says, I've been following Sam since he was around the blockchain. Impressed me so much. His trading group is fire, and this channel is his soul. We are privileged to participate and learn. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Yeah. I'd rather be fishing. Amen. I learned how to long and short on Coinbase yesterday. Go me. Hey, God bless you, man. Sammy got bit by pants, the spider, and now he doesn't have any. I got pants, man. I got pants on. I got these beautiful gray pants that match my gray suit. They didn't come with the suit, though. They're like J. Crew pants. The suit is another brand. All right. Shout out to Jonathan Stephen Harris. I love you, man. I first saw you on ATB, too. I know, and we still see so many people that saw me on ATB. If there was something other like that, we would have gotten even bigger. Your impact is far bigger than giving any haters any time or energy. I'm just explaining my life, man. Yeah, that's all. So, look, this could be a nice flag here. We're above the 200. We're making a little bit of a move. If you're interested in a scalp, even though it's small volume, this could play out today to the upside. It's my model. We're on the 21 above the 200. So I gave you everything I could for Bitcoin. I would not be rushing into altcoins at all. I would just be trading BTC and buying coins that I could hold for the next 2 years. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. And just, I'm here to entertain you and show you my life. And that's all. In your opinion, and thank you for listening to me. Some days I am going through a lot with my parents. Some days I am struggling. And some days just letting it out on this channel helps me more than you would ever know. You guys are my solace. You guys are my therapy. You guys are my peoples, man. So I'm excited to be here every single day. I know there's opportunity in this market. And I just know that no matter what, we can make it. So let's see. I flipped green. Let's see what happens on the trade. Sammy just might win $400 today and change my tune on the beach, man. I remember when I first started and couldn't keep up with Sammy. I ain't that guy no more. Let's go, Sammy. I've been cooking with all this alpha. I love you, brother. Very rare success will leave you to punch down. Only spiritual poor people attack those who have made it. Yeah. Dode ETF decouple from Bitcoin. I don't know, man. $1 trades on alts. 1,000 trades on Bitcoin and gold. I love you, bro. That would be a $20 copay. You're funny, man. Thank you. I'll have that to you right away. Appreciate the session. Hey, life for best person on earth. Hey, everyone, thank you so much for being here and being me and being a supportive of me in my life, man. Sam, I'm so thankful to your life and guidance. I bless you and your family. We love you. Ignore those who don't know the love of Jesus and can't be happy. Amen. That's so cool, Jenny. May God bless you. So, everyone, on this beautiful day, I'll be checking in throughout the day to see what happened to this flag in my trading group. You'll be getting posts from me. I bring an iPad to the beach, so I'm out there no matter what. No matter where I am, I got you guys in my pocket, and we'll go from there. Remember, it's more likely we do dump. I'm not trying to, sell you some hopium, but anything is possible. Let's take it one step, one day at a time. The people that will win this market are the people that stay open-minded, right? I wish it was easy and accurate to chart upwards, trending as a downward. Hey, let's hope for a Santa rally. You're the best. God bless you. Yeah. So weird. The journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step, and that's exactly how Sammy started. Now he has the best thread on his tires. Amen. Jesus helps us work on Everybody, I love you. Have a great day. Stay fresh. Stay amazing. This is your Bitcoin update. I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. to go over Bitcoin and show you what's going down and break it down. I love you all. Thank you so much. 2 times on the weekends. We don't stop. I'll see you later on. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I'll catch you on the flip side. The secret to success is getting started. What are you going to start today that's going to change your life? Who knows? But I know you're going to do something.